Hello and welcome to my course Applied Business Statistics. I'm Professor Dr. Mahmoud Okasha, Professor of Statistics, and will give you this course this semester on Applied Business Statistics. This course is supposed to have a prerequisite, which is applied or introduction to statistics, and you're supposed to have taken it with Miss Shahinaz Abu Qamar, and hopefully passed this course in order to be able to understand what are we talking about in this course. Uh, in this lecture, we are going to present the principles of this course and how to handle some of the issues in the course, and we give you some information about the topics and textbooks and so on. Now, the main textbook for this course can be bought from the Students' Union bookstore, which is on Applied Business Statistics, which was to be sold last semesters with Ms. Shahinaz Abu Qamar. And for me, it is not necessary to buy this book. You can buy it or not. I will give you soft copies of the books shown here, Statistics for Business and Economics, and another supplementary book to help you solve some questions using Excel 2019 for business statistics. So you can have these soft copies of these books free of charge, and I will put them on the model on your site. You can download them. Now, the course objectives for this course we give this course to you in order to give you some skills and techniques which are necessary for you to analyze your data in the future. I know most of you are accounting and business administration students, and you will have data in the future in your work, in your career, and you want to analyze this data. So you need some tools and techniques in order to make you able to analyze this data. Of course, I will not be able to teach you how to use statistical packages like SPSS or other specialized packages, which will take more time to teach you, but we can teach you how to use Excel in solving some problems and analyze some data which are needed for you, even if you are not specialized in statistics. If you are accountant, or if you are a business administration specialist, you can still be able to analyze some data using Excel, which is easy to use if you use the books which I told you, and follow me step by step in this course. What are you expected to learn at the end of this course? Uh, as you see in if you study this course and understand it well, you can apply basic probability to business problems. Of course, you studied the introduction to probability theory in the previous course, which is, as I said, the prerequisite introduction to statistics, and you learn some probability techniques, and we are going to apply them here and apply them in business problems. Then also you will be able to explain the basic concepts of probability distribution and sampling distributions. You will learn what is sampling distribution and be able to understand how to apply them. And then apply the techniques of carrying out statistical inference, including estimation and hypothesis testing. These are the main topics in statistics: estimation and hypothesis testing. We usually use statistics in order either to estimate parameters or make inference like hypothesis testing about these parameters and other things like forecasting and these other things. But the main issues are estimation and hypothesis testing. We are going to describe them, and you're supposed to be able to use them also. Also, we said estimation and hypothesis testing. Other statistical things which are useful for business and accounting students is the regression techniques, which can forecast values of future values of like sales, like production, like other things. You can forecast the future values for using regression and also time series, which we are going to discuss. So the other two things, two subjects will be for forecasting. So we are going to learn most important statistical techniques, which will be used for estimation, hypothesis testing, and forecasting. These, which are the main three issues in statistics, right? So we are also will give you two lectures. I will send you two lectures every week on the model for between 20 to 30 minutes each lecture, and then we also will give 1 hour lecture a week online lecture. So we are going to agree about a specific day and specific time every week to meet online and discuss some issues which you do not understand it from the recordings, the videos. If anything you did not understand in the videos, we can meet for an hour every week and discuss these things, right? To facilitate this thing, I maybe I or one of you can make a WhatsApp group for you and add me and all the other students to the group, and we can talk and send messages in that WhatsApp group and agree about the best time for you to meet online and discuss the issues which are discussed in the videos, right? The assessment methods, as usual, supposed to be the class participation and homework 10%, mid-term test 30%, final examination 60%. So maybe some changes will be from the academic affairs to change these numbers. The final exam will be 50%, not 60%, and the class participation and homework will be 20%. It's not clear yet how can we change these figures, but certainly some changes will be depends about the corona pandemic crisis. How it will be changed? Maybe the exams will be as usual, midterm and final exams, as in the university, mission, not online exams. Then these figures will not be changed. So I wish you all the best and pass all all these exams, the midterm and final examination. The topics which are we going to discuss, there are topics. The first topic will be sampling distributions. We have like parameters. Which, what we mean by parameter, we mean value which is unknown, fixed value which is not known, unknown values in the population. Like, for example, nobody of us know the average family income in Gaza Strip. This is not known, unknown value, constant, one value. We do not know. This figure, which is not known, we call it parameter, right? Also, the percentage of success in the توجيه exam next year, it is not known. This we call a parameter because it is a figure which is unknown. Unknown figure is called a parameter. Now, to make inference about this unknown figure, I mean about the parameter, we want first to estimate this. How are we going to estimate this figure, which is not known, either by taking information from all the population or from a sample, of this population? We usually take a random sample, a small random sample from the population, because we cannot collect information from all the population, but we can collect information from a small sample of it. We estimate this proportion or average from the sample, right? And this can be changed, or it is changeable from sample to sample. That means it is a random number. It is not fixed value because it changes from sample to sample. For example, if the proportion of success is 60% in the population as a whole, maybe one sample will give you 50%, another sample will give you 70% or 80%, another sample will give you 55%, and so on. This is a changeable number from sample to sample. So this change can be described, the change from the samples is described as the sampling distribution. How this figure changes from sample to sample is called the sampling distribution. We will study this sampling distribution, how this figure can be changed from sample to sample. I mean, we are going to describe in the first topic the sampling distributions of the estimates. The second topic, estimation of the population means and the proportions. We took special cases of the parameters as the means or averages and the proportions, percentages, means and the proportions. This is special cases of the parameters. We will learn in this topic, the second topic, how to estimate these two values, right? We estimate them from smaller sample, how to estimate these unknown values, parameters, from smaller values. Third is hypothesis testing. Maybe we do not need an estimate of the parameter, but we want to test a hypothesis about this estimate or about this parameter. Like maybe someone can say the proportion of successes in statistics course is less than 50%. This is an assumption or hypothesis. It is not, nobody knows if it is correct or not yet. But to discuss whether it is correct or not, we need to collect some information. This information is a sample. So we collect sample information. From this sample, we want to test this hypothesis, if the proportion of success is less than 50% or not. Maybe this sample can support this hypothesis, or this sample or the information in this sample may reject this hypothesis. So in this topic, we are going to learn how to use statistics and the probability theory to test such hypothesis. We are going to learn using probability theory how to test such hypothesis, right? So we are going to have some parameters and study testing hypothesis around these parameters. The fourth topic is analysis of variance. Also, this topic is hypothesis testing, but a special case of it. If we have more than two populations and we want to compare between them, we use the analysis of variance as a tool for testing hypothesis or hypothesis testing, right? The fifth topic is linear regression. Linear regression. Linear regression is a tool for fitting a straight line or a curve, if it is not linear, to discuss the relationship between variables, independent variable and dependent variable. We want to discuss the relationship between these variables using linear regression, right? This is the topic 5. The model which we use can be used. The model we fit can be used for prediction or forecasting. We can use it to predict future values or forecast the future values. The sixth topic is the chi-square test, which is also a hypothesis testing issue. But we use it to discuss mainly whether there is a relation between two variables or not, especially the variables are not numeric, like married or single or divorced. This is not a numeric variable. So we cannot use regression and correlation to study it. So we use chi-square test, but it is still a hypothesis testing issue. The seventh topic is time series analysis and forecasting. It is also a forecasting issue. We fit a model in it, but the difference between time series and regression is that the independent variable here is the time. We regress on the time, so we call it time series analysis. So we fit a model between two variables. One of them is the time. One of them is the time, like purchases over time, from month to month or year to year. Production from month to month or day to day or year to year. This is a time series. Number of diseased persons from year to year or month to month or day to day is also a time series. Exports, imports from day to day, month to month, year to year is also a time series. So we are going to learn how to analyze these time series data in order to use it for forecasting, right? The last topic, which is the fifth topic, is the index numbers. Index numbers is a tool for studying the inflation, how the prices change from time to time, from year to year. So it is a good tool for studying the inflation. So it will be useful for accountants, economists, and business administration specialists, right? These are the eight topics which are we going to handle in the course. And we are going to divide them as follows. Nearly each week we are going, or each topic will be discussed in 2 weeks, right? And we have two exams also, midterm exam and final exam, right? Now the references. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we have two main books, the textbook and auxiliary book, which is used to learn Excel 1920 in order to solve business statistical equations. These two books are listed here in the first two books. We have another other important books, but we do not need all these books. One book is enough. You can rely on the book, which is a paper book, which is sold, as I told you, in the Students' Union bookstore. Or you can use the first book here in this list, or the second book, the most important, or another book, of course. But the most important is to learn how to solve a statistical problem. This can be learned from any of these books, or even from the handouts which I will give you from this PowerPoint soft copies. You can rely on this soft copies only, but solve the questions which I will give you as homework. If you can solve these questions relying on these handouts, the PowerPoint presentations, that's enough for me. You do not need to study a lot from other references. So one book is enough. You can buy this book, the paperback books from the Student Use Bookstore, or you rely on the soft copies as you like. No problem for me. All right. So uh, finally, this for today. I wish you all the best and wish you all successful and pleasant and interesting course, and you will learn a lot in your future career. Career. I will wait for you to make a WhatsApp group, and I'll add all the students and me as well in order to uh, discuss the dates and times of the online lectures as we mentioned earlier. Okay, thank you very much and bye bye. See you next lecture. Bye bye.